Hello, this is Broyer, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play for Civilization 6. We are going to play as a Minotaur. We got through playing with the scenario for a Minotaur for Gifts of the Nile very recently, and I decided I'm just going to go ahead and play her again in a regular standard rules game. Part of the reason for this is that some of the mods that I was using in the Samaria game still aren't completely updated. I think you could technically get like a beta version of the updated mod or whatever, but I don't know. I'm not even sure if the mods are going to continue to be supported for forever. So I think I'm just going to play without mods for now, and maybe we'll eventually go back to that game. But you know, I kind of was digging this this character and the different archers and things like that, and I wanted to kind of try them out in a regular game. So we'll see what we can do. We're going to play again, obviously on Deity, epic game speed, and we're going to try a continents map. I usually do like shuffle or fractal, but we'll kind of key it into continents since we know that that'll probably play to some of her strengths a little bit better. And obviously still a huge map, so everything else looks good. Go ahead and start the game.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest. From this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars. Amanitor, watchful queen of Nubia. The empire you command shall claim the horizon as its border. Don't fear those who covet your abundant gold, for your archers can part their hair at 500 paces. Your city shall know prosperity and piety, wise queen, for the land of the bow honors its past as surely as it builds its own future.
Alright, so quick refresher on some of their abilities as we're waiting for this to load. She does have more production towards districts, and it'll go up to 40%. She starts off with 20%, goes up to 40% if there's a Nubian pyramid adjacent to the city center. So we're going to try and put as many of those next to the city center as possible. Probably a little easier said than done because it does require it to be on a desert or a floodplain. So desert hill, desert plain, or desert flatland or whatever, or floodplain. So not a lot of options of where we can place these. The other things we have for her is this Tassetti. It's plus 50% production towards range units. That does last the entire game. So it's going to be amazing for our Patati archers, but it's also going to be good for, you know, machine guns in the last era and things like that. So it's going to be pretty awesome to have that throughout the game. Plus all range units gain plus 50% combat experience. Again, it's not just for our initial archers, that's going to last the entire game as well. Same thing for the mines over strategic resources, providing plus 1 production, and mines over bonus and luxury resources, providing plus 2 gold. So we're going to be very production rich and very gold rich in this civilization. So we'll see how that plays out. And the Patati archer, the biggest strength that they have is, I mean, they're just a little bit stronger than regular archers anyway, but they also have 3 movement. So it really enables you to get in, fire some shots off on a city, and especially if you can get them ranked up to, I guess they're double shots and stuff like that. You know, being able to move into a city, taking a couple range shots is really a huge way to make a pretty big difference. And since they're going to get more combat experience, they'll get to those promotions pretty quickly. Sorry, excuse me, I had a cough. The Nubian pyramid is a bit unusual. I mean, the biggest benefit that we're going to take advantage of is probably just the increased production towards districts if we can get it next to our city center. Other than that, though, it starts off with like 1 food and 1. We can go ahead and get it here. 1 food and 1 faith, I believe. Let's go ahead and look at it. Come on, search. Let's go. Nubian pyramid. So initially starts with 1 food and 1 faith. It receives additional yields from adjacency to other districts. So if we can surround them with other districts, then we can potentially make it a very valuable tile, but it's going to be a little bit easier said than done. So we'll see how that plays in. Oh, okay. So we did start right next to a desert and a floodplain with some other floodplains and deserts nearby. That does tell me that we're going to be able to get a Nubian pyramid up very quickly next to our initial city to be able to get those districts rolling pretty well and pretty early. Potentially a good place for a science or faith place over here, a holy site. Or alternatively, put a bunch of mines here and get an industrial zone here. Potentially, if there's more desert and floodplains here to the east, we could look towards that to put another city, or even down here to the south. I still see some more deserts down there. So I think we have some potential to get some cities next to places where they can really take advantage of the Nubian pyramids, which is going to be a really good thing to do. So we're going to go ahead and settle in place here right next to this floodplain. I think that's going to be great. Getting that +3 food from the get-go is pretty good. So in fact, 1 food, 3 production right there. That's pretty awesome. We are going to work this. Now this tile right here is completely worthless to us unless we put something there. So very likely that's going to be where our first Nubian pyramid goes. Although again, we could put it on the floodplains if we chose to do that as well. So as far as production, let's go into a slinger, or not slinger, a scout. Since we do know that we are on a continents map, there's going to be a lot of space to explore. Although we are apparently very near the coast. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we could still put a harbor district in this particular city if we wanted to. All right, tech tree. Getting up to the Nubian pyramids pretty quickly would be nice, especially once we wanted to start doing our districts. But the other side of that is getting to the archers very quickly. So I'm at least going to go to animal husbandry, and then we'll see about getting the boost for archers once we get up there. Let's go ahead and come over here to the forest. It'll be fine. Lots of good heals over here. Lots of good wheat over here to the east. Some deer, some pearls. Nice. First encampment. So we'll get over there and start clearing that out. Really don't want those barbarians to start being problems. Some more gypsum. Okay, that's not too bad. A few mountains over here that we can, you know, put some good districts against. We'll go ahead and take that, even though it's technically a little bit of a loss for us, because we'll be able to heal up and they can't. Alright, here's Moreau's first pop. Are you going to go ahead and heal up a bit? Moreau, what do we want you to work? That, and honestly, you know, that's great. Getting that early production, and that's the only other good food tile we got right now until we grow, which is, we should be growing over to this wheat pretty soon, which should be good. Three turns on our scout, kind of breezing through these early turns pretty quickly, but not a lot to go. Not a lot that happens early in the game. Alright, Scout, you're going to go ahead and go up this direction. Ah, hello, goody hut. Good stuff. You know, we're going to go ahead and get a slinger out. I would like to get the kill with the slinger so we can get our archer boost. The sooner we can get those archers out, the better, because those things are amazing.
Dogs in heaven, then when I die.
In fact, we are going to go ahead and pre-research at least half of the archer thing. Another recon unit. That's convenient, although would have been nice to get that before we train our scout, but that's alright. We got a lot of space to go. We found another continent, really, already. Some more mountains down here. No, you're pretty healed up. Let's go ahead and take an attack. And I think we can be able to kill you next turn. That'll be fine. Military tradition. Oh, some more copper over here. I mean, the copper is just a bonus resource, but we do get more stuff on bonus resources, so it's going to be good. Ah, there's a scout over there. We got 3 turns on our slinger to be able to move up there and do something about that. I'll move you down a little bit. I don't want to get you too far away, though, Mr. Warrior. Ah, another goody hut. We will not take that engagement, but we will go across the water, and then we'll see about taking that engagement afterwards. Alright, you know what? We should just get you home. Get you healed up. There's not a lot of space over here, which is okay, though, because we got a lot of pretty good city sites. I mean, another city right over here, where it's right next to another desert tile. not too bad. And the one good thing about some of the desert that we're seeing here is that, like even this right here, it's a single tile. So it's enough space for us to put a single pyramid, but not so much desert that the city's not going to be able to produce and get a lot of food and stuff. So it's actually a really good map for Nubia. Go ahead and just kind of take a peek up here just to see the spearman, although he may attack me now, but I don't know, I'm not too worried about it. Ah, we found somebody. Alright, so where did that scout go? I think he's right there, so which is fine. We kind of need to chase him around a little bit. Who is this? Jakarta. So let's just keep an eye on you, make sure you can't get away. Although you're probably going to find our city, go back up there and do something terrible for us, so that's not great. Mysticism. One more turn on our slinger, we can get him out there, try and kill that scout, get the boost to archery. How about you just go over here and just see what's left over here, although there's a lot of mountains, so we can't really, we'd have to go around to get to the rest of that. Tempted to do another slinger, but you know what? Since we could convert them right into archers, let's do that. You know, it's a little bit early, but I think it will ultimately be okay. Getting a couple of those Nubian archers running around would be pretty nice. Alright, you're going to be able to come up here, take a shot on this guy. Hopefully we can track you down. In fact, we may need to move this scout back over here to block a little bit. Guess we'll come up here. Get right next to you. That'll be fine. We are going to move you back to try and run some interference on that guy. You're kind of blocked as far as you can go over here. There's a bunch of mountains and stuff, so we'll just skirt around the south side of the... I don't know what you want to call this. It's not really a peninsula. It's just this block of land. Come back, Scout. I need to kill you. He has found our city. We'll go ahead and get you across here. That'll be fine. I just realized that guy could attack my warrior and kill him. Oh, no, there he goes.
At his best, man is the noblest of all.
We do have a few barbarians. That'll be fine. And then plus faith and golden capital. I think that'll be just fine. We're having a hard time tracking this guy down. So do you have the boost of foreign trade? I think we'll just start with that. That'll be alright. Come back, Scout. Alright, fine. You know what? Mr. Slingler, you're just going to go up here and try and get a kill on the spearman up here then. In that case, we won't really need you that much anymore. Go ahead and heal up. Got one more turn on another slinger. Between the two of them, they should be able to take out that spearman pretty nicely. One more turn on archery. Well, we're going to try and move you over here to do something, but I don't think we're going to be able to cut this scout off. Let's go ahead and swap out archer before I forget. You know what? Let's go ahead and go for the pyramids. Let's go ahead and take mining and move our way up that direction. Alright, so we're actually in a place where we can do something against this guy. Let's go ahead and take the attack. And then maybe the slinger, if he kind of moves adjacent or whatever, maybe he'll have a chance to kill him next turn. Alright, so we got two slingers, we got a warrior, which is fine. We got plenty of other things. We're about to pop again. Going for the settler wouldn't be the worst idea, I suppose. Huh. On the other hand, we go and get a builder out. Not a lot of places to improve just yet. We can improve this with obviously the pyramid here. There's another technology, but we're not quite there yet. You know what? Let's go ahead and drop to a settler. I think that'll be fine. Get our second city out. Scout. Running away again. Guess go ahead and get you across the water now. You are just going to run away. It's fine. Go to the spearman up there. Well, we don't really have a good way to get both of you guys in there. How about you just heal up where you're at? We just get another pop of another encampment over here, so definitely something we need to worry about a little bit. Toronto. Almost looks like they just popped there, which is... I'd have to rewatch the video. I don't think that's... Is that possible that they just popped there? This turn 25? Seems odd, but maybe. So that slinger's going to go up there. Maybe the slinger just come down here and try and look at these guys with the warrior's help. Do I think this guy can handle it? Maybe. He'll be able to move in. He'll be on the hill, so I don't think he'll be able to get killed by the spearman, but I could be wrong. We'll see. Granada. So we know there's at least a city-state up here. There's one there, one over here. So it's very unlikely that we have a civilization, you know, right over here. So there's probably one maybe past here, past the octopus over here. So we got a little bit of space to expand out without too much trouble, other than barbarians, which usually are plenty of trouble on their own right. Ah, he came to me. Ooh, I am not in very defensive terrain, though. Probably should not do that, then. You can move over and take a shot against this guy. You're going to move up. That'll be fine. Oh, there's another border down there. How about you just move across the water? And if he keeps coming at you, that's fine. Oh, somebody's attacking him. It's less than good. Because they might be able to kill him off before I can take a shot. So we're going to leave him there. We're not going to take the shot. I'm hoping they don't completely kill him off, and then we have a chance to finish him off with our slinger. So that means you can come down this way. I sure wish I could kill you, but not going to happen. And then you, how about you come over here? Maybe help against this encampment for now. I mean, scouts aren't like amazing military guys, but Germany. All right. We can deal with this. Be a good first target for our archers. It's an honor to meet you. Sure, we'll sample your hospitality. For now. Chocolate. Rice chocolate. Was it like a... What's the thing? The Nestle Crunch with rice and chocolate. Unmet player has been defeated. Met a new civilization. Tech boost. Okay. Ah, hello, Spearman. Same thing here. Not really a great way to keep these guys from dying. Keep moving you down this way. Ah. There's our kill right there. Done. Perfect. Which does mean we want to just go ahead and swap to archery. Finish that off. Be able to promote these guys. And that will be pretty significant. So you're going to go ahead and just move down here. Ooh. Encampment is clear. You know what? Let's just go ahead and take the attacks. Just to kind of weaken this guy a little bit. Hopefully he can't kill either of those guys. I don't think he'll be able to. You got an encampment here, Mr. Germany.
May the forces of evil become confused while your arrow is...
Alright, we'll move this guy down, get him promoted. You... I guess just keep doing the attack down here for now. And we'll move you out once we get this guy taken care of. Should be fine. Oh, really? Okay, that's fine. Oh, there's a scout there. Well, hello there. Poland. Poland next to Germany. That's not asking for trouble. Wow. You guys are close. This is... I'm sorry. One of you two is in trouble for sure. Alright, so let's go and go back to mining. That'll be good. Everything else looks fine. Yeah, you're gonna be able to move down here. Take that, kill him. You are gonna be able to move over here, finish that off. You can take that attack. And you can move down here and get ready to be promoted. All is well. Oh, and you. "13 turns on our next settler." Where do I want to put it? I haven't really figured that out yet. There's a scout over here. I guess we'll... Oh, really? Oh, yeah, that's Marsh. Silly me. Not that he could have gotten attacking anyway, because we would have gone 2 turns over there to get to the horses. You know, how about you just heal and spot? That's going to be fine. You go ahead and take your promotion. 90 gold, it's alright. And you go ahead and take a promotion as well. No, we're going to do Taurus. We may be using you to take a... go after a city here shortly. Somebody completed Stonehenge. Not too surprising. What are you working? You're working that 4 food over there, which is really good, I suppose, but really not a whole lot of production right at the moment, so not a big deal, but I think it'll be fine. I mean, in 6 turns, you're going to get another pop, and then you'll get some more production from that. Alright, so what I want to do with you guys... there's no more encampments right nearby. We still need to scout out some of the stuff over here, which we may use this guy to kind of circle back around that direction. No, you just need to come back, get promoted. You guys just kind of need to chill. We'll figure out what we want to do momentarily. Alright, I alerted one too many guys. You do not need to be on alert. Cancel. A lot of jungle down here for Germany. Wow. It's very hard to move around through this.
Who deserves more credit than the wife of a coal miner?
Alright, so masonry we need to get a quarry up. We could go ahead and find iron, which wouldn't be too bad. Go for pottery, although we don't really want to do probably writing to get the campus until we get our pyramid up to make it quicker. Although I guess we could plop it down at least early. And then, do I have a good campus spot right now? Really not until we get like way over here if we wanted to go right next to the mountain. I mean, I don't know. Maybe just right next to the city. Might also be another place to put a campus, I suppose. Yeah, let's go that route. As soon as we get a worker to get a quarry. Can we even get a quarry? Is this a quarry? I actually don't remember. I think this is a mine. It's not telling me. I think it would normally hover up and tell me what I need to get it. And since it doesn't say the quarry. Although we do have the quarry skill right now. So maybe it still needs a quarry. I honestly don't remember what gypsum does. You know what? Let's look. Gypsum. There's this wonderful thing called the Civilopedia that would tell us exactly what I want to know. Yep, quarry. Nice. So getting us a worker onto that will help us get the boost to get our pyramids. Nice. I like it. All right, you're just going to keep on coming back over here to get your promotion. I guess just kind of keep scouting around. It's just slow moving. A little more open space down here. Looks like another German city. So they do have at least 2 up. I doubt they have another one over here, though. I have a feeling this coastline. Yeah, here's some of the coast. So I bet it just comes right through here. So they've only got 2 cities at the moment. Oh, Poland took out Granada. Suppose we could go to war just to liberate that to make them happy with us. That might not be too bad of an idea. Get your upgrade, and then we'll do a promotion after that. I guess we could go for some very early aggression. Might be an interesting idea.
Every nation lives by exchanging.
Alright, so what do we want to do here? Do I want to change anything? I don't think I do. We're not going to do the naval. Double experience, I mean, it's hit or miss with that kind of stuff. Caravanseries is not going to help us right this second, and we can get one trader up, but not a huge deal. And then urban planning will be good once we get our second city. So I think we're going to stick with what we got for now. That's going to be fine. Promotion. So if we are going to be going after cities, let's go down the garrison route. I think that'll be fine. Civics. Oh, we got the boost mysticism without founding the Pantheon. Which would help us start getting some great scientist points once we get political philosophy, though we don't have that yet. Improving 3 tiles. I don't know if we'll be able to get that done in... we might be able to get that done in 16 turns. As soon as we finish this guy, we're probably going to do the worker then anyway. Ah, Japan. I think you've been in just about every single one of our games. Oh, you're down here. Probably not going to be too much trouble for us in the early game. It's really just Poland and Germany that we have to worry about, so should be fine. Commend you on your prudence. Okay, fair enough. You're welcome for my prudence. Alright, is 2 archers enough to go after these guys? Probably not. Although, I don't know. They got 30 range strength. On the other hand, we could just play it a little bit peaceful. It's not like there's anybody threatening us right now. Toronto wants a trade route. It's Toronto one that gives us an extra, 3 tiles further on Industrial Zone and Entertainment Complex. Really want to make sure that they stay our friends, so... we'll just kind of play a little bit defensive. We'll just keep an eye out for barbarians and kind of see where these guys go. Got a lot of space here to really expand out for now, and I think we can... I definitely want to use these archers, but... I don't know if we have to rush them right this second. Right, you are going to come back this direction. I guess one of you guys could kind of look around over here as well. Do a little bit of exploring for us. I guess we'll go across the water. That's going to be fine. There's our settler coming up. 3 more turns. Oh, there's an encampment. Where is it at? Is it over here? Ah, it's right there. Alright, so it's nothing we can have to worry about. That's good.
Several situated granite peaks resembling tiger's teeth. Dramatic.
Doubles the terrain yields of all adjacent tiles. Good for you, Japan, getting that early on. Wow. We'll check in here. I don't think that's going to be a mountain, but I think that'll be an amazing spot to put a, put a city down here, right next to the desert, within range of like the mountains and stuff. Put a science district there, something like that. We'll see how we play with that. Yeah, not too bad. Still some more desert over here as well. Actually, another city over here. 1, 2, 3. A little close, but could work out. Like literally a city where the scout is at. Alright, so we got 1 turn on our settler. Let's just see. I mean, maybe here? I don't think it's a little close. But, maybe there. What else we got over here? Is this desert? No, that's Plains Hills. Is this, these are floodplains, okay. So maybe a city over here. Not a lot of other stuff going on, though, with this one because of, it's really just wheat. That's it. City up this direction, though. Like, these are floodplains, correct? Yes. City here where we could put a, like a campus there. That might work. These are floodplains as well, right? Yep, yep. These are marsh. Like we could settle on the floodplains over here. Campus over here in like this forest area. Still got the desert and the floodplains to be able to put next to our city. So like maybe right here. I mean, obviously we're not going to do all of these. It's just some options. I mean, a city along here is fine. Just not a lot of other stuff besides the food. This is desert, correct? Yes. So maybe a city on this forest tile. Could eventually get the copper. Could get the sheep. Could get that copper. What about over here? There's desert there. Gypsum. Could settle it over here on this plains. Be able to get the double fish, the crabs at some point, the pearls eventually. Deer, gypsum. Actually, that one's a really good one too. 1, 2, 3. Could technically get a campus back here against these mountains as well. 1, 2, 3. And a holy site. So a little bit of expanded to get out there, but not a terrible idea. I'm kind of leaning towards this one or this one. What's this? Is this desert as well? No, it's plains. So this wheat is actually on desert. So settling a little closer over here to be able to get the pearls and things might work. Alternatively over here, I don't know about like that or not. 1, 2, 3. See, this one right here can't get the pearls or the crabs or these pearls. But if I settle one tile over away from the water, it does get us further away from the mountains. But 1, 2, 3 gets us that. 1, 2 still doesn't get us those though. It's not really a good city to get these that's next to desert. Now, not every city has to be next to desert, but I'd really like to get as many of them next to it as possible in the early game. These are all plains. I don't know. I'm really liking this one, like either here or on the hill. Plains Hill? Actually, you know what? I think I like the Plains Hill better. Because Plains Hill will get us that extra production in the city. And basically gets 1, 2, 3. Everything else that this one can get as well. 1, 2, 3. Except for these fish, but that's fine. Yeah, I think I like that one better. Technically a little bit closer to the mountains for at least, actually both things. No, I think that is actually a much better spot. In fact, I think that's exactly where I want to go. So we're going to move you there. Let you sit there for a moment. And I think that's exactly where we're going to send our settler. Ah, there's Jakarta. I'll just chill here for a minute. We'll circle around here, I suppose, although we could get stuck back there. But anyway, on that note, we're going to go ahead and put a cut in here. A lot of good expansion opportunities. Like I said, this is so far a really good map for Nubia with all the different little single desert tiles here and there that I can put a pyramid on. It's just almost perfect. Not a huge lot of competition over here, so we'll see how that works with this desert right here. Not a lot of potential for people to like forward settle me too much. They'd have to go really far out of the way to forward settle like across this river or something. But we'll see how it goes. I want to turn on our next settler. I do appreciate you watching though. Please, if you like these series, please, you know, go ahead and like the video so I know that you like them, so I can continue to do them. Give me any comments and feedback of how you would do something different, or maybe even where you would settle one of these cities. Maybe I'll be able to read it in time before I record the next episode. Thank you again, and goodbye.